Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 742. What's going on, everybody? And it's July the 25th, 2023, 10:09 p.m. Just got done watching NXT, the final NXT for the Great American Bash. In fact, once I gather all the cards, that card together, I will make my picks and predictions tomorrow on an episode tomorrow of the show. So be well aware of that. So look forward to that and everything else in between. So that will be on a separate episode from the PTW Event Center. That means picks to win. So I always predicted. Going to be a heck of a card, let me tell you. Rhea Ripley and Dirty Dominic Mysterio kick off NXT. As you know, Judgment Day's been having their fingerprints all over all three brands. And let me tell you something, they are really quite making the impact. I think a lot of people say that replacing Edge with Finn Balor could be a good move. So, a good move. See what happens. Rhea Ripley, as you know, on a Raw exclusive last night, was challenged by Lyra Valkyria to go one-on-one on NXT. Rhea accepted the challenge. And and then Dirty Dominic Mysterio, every time he grabs a microphone, people boo the bleep out of him, and, you know, just like, so anyways, Wesley about fed up with Dominic Mysterio and all that. He says, this is not right. I'm getting my rematch for the title. Then Mustafa Ali comes out saying, listen, you're a bonehead. You made a wrong move. I told you not to take that match. Then Wesley arguing, and then Dominic Mysterio, I'll take you both on at Great American Bash. So, and then Wesley and Mustafa Ali kind of brawling. Mysterio and Rhea Ripley kind of like slid out like snakes they are. So, Mackenzie Mitchell interviewed Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. They're talking about their upcoming match at Great American Bash as they challenge Gallus for the NXT Tag Team titles. But they were interrupted by the fast-rising team of Bronco Nima and Lucian Price. And he said, you know what? Sunday is Sunday, and I need to get some what I've learned in prison off my chest. So, tell you what. Tag match. So they said, fine, we'll see you later on. So, 6-man tag, Trick Mello Gang. That would be Carmelo Hayes, the NXT champion, and Trick Williams teaming up with Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Dragon, going up against Schism, and that would be the team of Joe Gacy and the Dyad, with Ava Raine at ringside. And despite a miscalculation where Ilya Dragunov accidentally hit Trick Williams with the torpedo mask out at ringside, Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, and Ilya Dragunov picked up the victory, but then Dragunov and Trick Williams got really into a heated conversation. Mello decided to try to hold back, try to keep the peace, but it wasn't working. So, but how did they win the match, though? There were two supposed followers of Schism kind of tripped up the Dyad on purpose. Something's going on there. Something is going on. I think some mind games are being played, and so I'm sure Joe Gacy's going to want an explanation. So, anyways, Tiffany Stratton did cut a promo about herself and Thea Hale. She's going to beat Thea Hale for the Women's Championship at the Great American Bash, but it's going to be a submission match. So, Tiffany Stratton better learn how to use submission holds and fast if she wants to retain her title. I guess Thea Hill's been mastering that Kimura lock. And I'll tell you what, I'm really excited about this matchup. Von Wagner went one-on-one with Javier Bernal, which Von Wagner's starting to get a little popular. And he beat Bernal, and then fans want to see him go, table, and then Mr. Stone's like, hey, Like, hey, let's do this. So he was like, fans, come on. And then he put Bernal to a table. But then after he was successful doing that, though, Braun Breaker speared him and attacked him with a steel chair. So I think Braun Breaker and Von Wagner, that'll be a heck of a fight. You know, I'll tell you what, I'll pay the money to see that matchup. So, and then Hayes was talking to Dragunov, hey, you know, and listen, good one out there. He says, well, you know, but, you know, Trick, you know, he's going to go, listen, you're a man of honor, so if he calls me out, I'm going to have to destroy him. But then I'll take care of business this Sunday. So, you know, Trick Williams did confront him over that, and then said, you better calm your friend down. So, and Dragunov kind of walked away, which was a smart move. Gable Stevenson come out, and he says, I could go to the Olympics and be a first two-time gold medalist, or I can go back to college and be a three-time NCAA champion. But before he made his official decision, here comes Baron Corbin. Dude, why Baron Corbin, man? But Baron Corbin tells him, go back to the Olympics, or you can go back to college, but don't come here to NXT. But then I'm like, dude, he's choosing NXT. He's choosing NXT, Baron Corbin. Why bother talking about this? And then Gable Stevenson goes, well, you just made my decision easier. You just made my decision easier. I'm signing with NXT, basically, he said. And he said, I'm going to challenge you to a match. My debut match, Great American Bash. And he took down Baron Corbin with suplexes. Oh, boy. And you know what? Hey, Dante Pittman, if you're watching this, Corbin's losing at the Great American Bash. Got to send that in there. And you know what? And if Brandon Martin's live reacting to the NXT Great American Bash, I'm going to go on there and tell him and tell Dante Pittman Corbin is losing. That, you know, whatever gimmick he has ain't going to work. Trust me. And then Rhea Ripley stretching for her match against Lyra Valkyria. And then Dominic's telling Mommy, do you think it's the right thing to do? Oh, you'll be fine. I got to be right back and get ready for my matchup. And Dominic understands. So a kendo stick match. Dana Brooke has got a brand new look with the Catwoman mask and all, which I mean, and was accompanied by Kaylani Jordan. It's good to see Dana Brooke in NXT helping out the young ladies like Kaylani Jordan. And since they have something in common with gymnastics and all, I think Kaylani Jordan is going to learn a lot from Dana Brooke. And then Cora Jade comes out. And they started going at it. They started brawling to the point. And the kendo stick was being... In fact, Kaylani Jordan had another kendo stick of her own that Brooke can use. Hands it over to Brooke. Brooke whacks Cora Jade with that kendo stick so many times. Not even funny. But ended up... And Dana Brooke ended up winning the match over Cora Jade. Next time, Cora Jade, don't disrespect somebody like Dana Brooke. Ever. And then Dragunov and Hayes continue to talk in the locker room about, he said, listen, Trick's calling you out, man. He's going to call you out. He said, if he calls me out, I'm going to have to break him. Well, you know, and you see Dragunov drawing a little goatee. Probably, who's going to be the heel in that matchup between, you know, I'll tell you what. One thing about Dragunov, he's going to bring it no matter what. He's going to bring it, and him and Hayes is going to be a heck of a matchup at Great American Bash. And, and Charlie Dempsey and Drew Gulak continue training, and I think Miles Bourne, these guys rely on speed, not strength. And then Damon Kemp goes, hey, you need a training partner or something like that? I need someone to help me step up my game. And Drew Gulak goes, we'll work something out. Let's do it. Drew Gulak, Damon Kemp, and Charlie Dempsey, that's going to be a deadly trio. For sure. Meanwhile, the tag match, D'Angelo and Stax going up against Bronco Nima and Lucian Price. Script was joining on commentary, and Vic Joseph's trying to ask him why he turned on Axiom and all that. But during the matchup, though, Axiom came flying out of nowhere, attacking Scripps. Kind of distracted both teams, but D'Angelo and Stax kind of capitalized on the situation and end up beating the inexperienced team of Bronco Nima and Lucian Price for the victory. And then Gallus Boys addressing them on the Tron. They say, hey, It's like always, Gallus boys on top. So, will they be on top this Sunday at the Great American Bash, or will D'Angelo and Stax dethrone them? We will see. Dijak cut a promo on Eddie Thorpe about you think winning one match puts you in championship contention? I don't think so. And Dijak is a good friend of my is a good friend of one of my Ruby Tuesday former Ruby Tuesday co-workers, Joey Palatroni, aka Joey Fats, Row 1, Seat 1. Check out his podcast on that. And so Dijak and Thorpe, down the road, could be, who knows for sure. So there's that. And then MMA fighter Zion Clark was in attendance, and he's the guy with no legs, no lower extremities. You know, amazing. Amazing. A guy fights with only his hands. Fastest man on hands. So Zion Clark must be a WWE fan. Then it kind of like almost a nod to Austin and Booker T at the Green Frog Supermarket back in December 2001. Roxanne Perez was attacking Blair Davenport at a convenience store. God, think about it. I'm surprised Vic Joseph didn't say, "Hey, Booker T, you know what it's like? You know how it feels fighting in the convenience or supermarket store." Probably crack up the jokes. Oh, very funny, Vic. Anyway, so Roxanne Perez walked away when the cops started to come, and they said, "Hey." So she goes, "How's it gonna feel when you and I go out and bash in the Great American Bash?" Which that match is happening. Roxanne Perez, Blair Davenport, 1-on-1 in a weapons wild match. These ladies are about to beat the you-know-what out of each other. And believe me, I think we're starting to see that side of Roxanne Perez that we never thought we would see. That's for sure. It's going to be a heck of a fight. And then you got Supernova Sessions. Hello, hear me now. I still know him. Dar's like, well, his title. He's like, acts like, looks like a total bum. And then the other members of Metaphor, Jakara Jackson, Lash Legend, and Oro Mensa present to him with a new with a variation of the Heritage Cup. And it looks like, he's all happy. He goes, hello, hear me now, and all this fun. And then Nathan Frazier and Dragon Lee came out. I'm seeing double here. I'm the real champ. I'm the real champ. Didn't lose the title and on. And then we'll settle this right now. He goes, well, it's 4 of us and 2 of you. We said we came here alone. Valentina Feroz and the lovely Yulisa Leon, who's starting to be another favorite from NXT. Blindsided both Jakara and Legend, and then Frazier and Lee dealt with Mensa and Dar, which will lead to an 8-person mixed tag match in the kickoff of the Great American Bash this Sunday. So that's going to be a heck of a matchup for sure. Then Thea Hale trains up for the Great American Bash, and she goes 1-on-1, challenging Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship in a submission match, only match. And then from last week, Los Lotharios were arguing outside in the parking lot, and then Roberto Carrillo says something to Angel Garza. He goes, are we chasing women, or are we chasing championship glory? Think about it for once. And, he walks away, and Angel Garza's like, listen. If I were Angel Garza and Roberto Carrillo, better get it together, man. Better get it together. Main event matchup, Lyra Valkyria went 1-on-1 with Rhea Ripley. Lyra Valkyria brought her A game against Ripley. I mean, she brought it all against Ripley. And then Ripley did defeat her after Dom sacrificed himself during the matchup. And here's the thing. After the matchup, Rhea Ripley got into Lyra Valkyria and says, prove me right by beating JC Jane. And then Lyra says, I will. And you know what? I think Rhea Ripley believes in Lyra Valkyria. And I think if Lyra Valkyria beats JC Jane in 1-on-1 matchup, I think Rhea could endorse her to be part of Judgment Day. And the women's tag team titles could be in serious jeopardy. And if that's the case, if that happens, if that ends up happening, I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it does, if I were Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, I better be very, very careful. Because I'll tell you one thing, you're gonna need more than hazmat suits to defeat if you get Rhea Ripley and Lyra Valkyrie on the same page. Unbelievable. Then Trick Williams comes out and goes, you know what, this Sunday, Mello will take care of you, but I'm calling you out right now. Dragunov comes out, those two are brawling. Dragunov was dominating the brawl. He says, you wanted this. And he propped up Williams, set him up for the Torpedo Moscow, but instead, Carmella Hayes took the hit. And she goes, and then he looks at, Carmelo Hayes, grabs the title. He says, you're a man of honor, and you're loyal to. Loyalty is rarity in these day and age, but you better hang on to your friendship with Trick Williams, because that'll be the only thing you got when I defeat you and become the NXT champion. And that concludes this episode of NXT. And that concludes the NXT Event Center for tonight, July 25th. 2023. Like I said, tomorrow I will give my picks and predictions. I'm going to get the card put the card together of NXT, and what I'll do is I'll make my picks and predictions for the Great American Bash coming this Sunday, and that will be on tomorrow's episode, along with Wild Wednesday, the Joker's Wild, baby. That's how it's going to be. So, until the next episode comes rolling around, episode 742 is complete of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with A Sweet Bofa Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.